Hey, what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? I'm not doing too badly myself. I figured I'd get this review out there since I said I would, so I can get on with my day. This is going to be of the newest Nails LP, Abandon All Life. Now, I know I'm a little late to the party because everyone else has already reviewed this album on their channels. Yeah, but fuck them. I'm going to do it anyways. Now, we all know that Nails is famous for their 2010 release, Unsilent Death, which has received universal praise from fans and critics alike. Everyone seems to agree that Nails possesses a sheer level of intensity that, in my opinion, has never been paralleled. This album emits great aggression and speed that satisfies metal, punk, and grindcore / power violence fans alike. It was certainly some of the most brutal music I've ever heard in my life, and a must-own for any hardcore fan, any metal fan, or any fan of any real irate music in general. Now, when the announcement for this album first hit the online world, we were all desperately awaiting this album, because after all, it did come from the same guys who released Unsilent Death. Abandon All Life was released March 13th, and everyone seems to agree. I mean, it fucking rules. Now, granted, Unsilent Death was only 14 minutes long, and Abandon All Life is only 17 minutes long, but that really affects very little, because when you actually listen to this thing, from the very first song, in Exodus, you can just feel the inside of your ear deciding whether or not to fornicate with itself or just to take cover from the complete annihilation it's about to receive. Now, a lot of people are saying that this album sort of feels a lot like Unsilent Death Part 2, but that's exactly what I was looking for. Honestly, I mean, just take a moment to think to yourself about what would happen if a band like Spaz got back together for a new album, or even just for a reunion. I mean, you wouldn't expect them to change their sound. You don't want them to, change something that works at the risk of botching what could be a great album. You want to hear what they're known for. You want to hear the crush, kill, destroy sound. Now, Nails without a shadow of a doubt agrees with that, because Abandon All Life sounds just as brutal as they ever have, and I fucking love it. I relish in redundancy. Maybe that's just because I consider myself a very devout power violence fan, but I know Lack of Interest gets a lot of flack for having a lot of their songs sound the same. But, I mean, I really don't care as long as he gets the job done. I find a band like Nails, as long as they continue to release material that makes me bleed through my nipples, I mean, I think it's important that they skew away from that as infrequently as possible. I mean, if I want a fucking Faith No More album, I'll throw one in. But when it comes to top tier power violence, it's all about that meat and potatoes. No, I think both albums go hand in hand. I could listen to either album on any given day, and quite frankly, I have. No band to date goes harder than Nails, in my opinion, and I only hope that they continue to burst eardrums with their follow-up releases. Now, the way that this album blends sludge with death metal and grindcore is something that I believe needs to be tried a lot more often. Although this album does possess death metal themes, power violence fans need not worry. Most of the songs stick around the 1 minute range, and they all give you something you need in a killer power violence album, essentially. So I think I'll have a 1 to 10. Honestly, this album kicks so much ass, I think it deserves a 9. It's definitely one of the best power violence releases in a long, long time, and I think that everyone should check it out if you haven't already. So, yeah, I mean, that basically wraps it up for this review. I hope you got what you wanted from it, and I hope you'll subscribe and stuff. If you want to send me a message or whatever for like an album that you want to see me review, you can do that as well, or just leave it as a comment if you want. So yeah, I mean, until next time, listen to Nails, listen to Power Violence. Peace the fuck out.